All right, guys, we are back for the live stream of FC Barcelona versus Real Madrid and the El Clasico, guys. Now, unfortunately, guys, this has been this has been kind of a little unorganized because I didn't realize, guys, I had an event to attend today, and unfortunately, I didn't realize what time I'd get back, and so I came back a bit too late, and so unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'll have anyone join the live stream. So if you want to join, of course, direct message me on Twitter. I'll give you the link there. And yeah, so without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get started with the stream. So we have a lot to discuss, guys. I'm gonna plan to do this within an hour time frame at the very most. So if you guys can, please join the. Please feel free to interact with me. And today, of course, guys, we're gonna have to preview FC Barcelona versus Real Madrid. This is a huge game. It's a huge, huge game in La Liga. And coming into this game, there's a lot of pressure on Barcelona. There is a lot of pressure on both teams, and we know how high stakes this game is. And I know people will say this game isn't the same as it once used to be. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. El Clasico is much bigger than Messi and Ronaldo. Just because Messi and Ronaldo aren't playing doesn't necessarily mean El Clasico is bad. Okay, it is still worthwhile and it is still huge in the global world, And El Clasico is more than just a football match. There is more political reasons into it. It's a huge battle between the two Spanish teams, and there's a rich history between the two. I know a lot of games are going to take place tomorrow, a lot of rivalries. You got United versus you got Juventus versus Inter, PSG versus Marseille, then you got Ajax versus PSV. But I would say, like, if you're looking at the biggest one, I would say it's the El Clasico, man. It is always going to be, in my opinion, the most popular, and it is the best rivalry in the club football, in my opinion. Now, some people argue United versus Liverpool. Some people might argue other stuff. But personally, in my opinion, it is this. So, with that said, guys, I do have a lot of stuff to discuss. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, this preview, guys, is going to be a very long preview. This is going to be a very long preview, guys. So we're going to go ahead and look into the first. First thing first, guys, we're going to go ahead and look into the insights for this game and coming up. And so I'm going to be sharing my screen now soon. I got all the tabs ready. And I also got the thumbnail ready as well. So let me know what you guys think of the thumbnail. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let me share the screen here. Share the screen. Okay, so let us see. So let me make this a little bigger for you guys. It's probably a little too small for you guys. So let's go and read this. So yeah, so let's go look at this. So the first insight is that Barcelona have not won any of their last four La Liga games against Real Madrid and La Liga, draw 1, loss 3. Should they fail to win this game, it will be the longest winless run in the competition against a specific opponent since May 2008, also against Los Blancos, draw 2, loss 3. Yeah, that's very bad. Very bad indeed. We have not won an El Clasico in a very long time. The last time I think we did was in 2019, which I think Rakitic scored a goal at the Santiago Bernabeu, I believe. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we have scored one in El Clasico. Yeah, I agree. Michael talks football. Yes. Thank you for stopping by. You, unfortunately, I do apologize for being late. So yeah, it's definitely the best rivalry. But recent years, the rivalry isn't as glorious as it once. Yeah, as I said, like I feel like this rivalry isn't as like intense as it was in the past. But as I said, it's still amongst one of the best, and it will be back to prominence soon, I believe. So and as I said, with the amount of rivalries tomorrow, guys, I think this will probably be one of the more less looked upon. So moving on, Real Madrid have won their last three games in all competitions against Barcelona. Have won 4 more in a row against them since 1965. 7, 1 in Copa del Rey and 6 in La Liga. Interesting there. Following the 3-1 win in October 2020, Real Madrid could record consecutive away wins against Barcelona for the 3rd time in La Liga history and for the 2nd time at Camp Nou. 3 wins between 1963 and 1965. And Dog Out Football Channel, thank you for stopping by. Both clubs have lost so many players recently. That's true. That's a very good point. I didn't even realize this is a huge point. And, that is a very good point you brought up there. And that, obviously Real Madrid, they lost Ramos, they lost Varane, lost Ronaldo, obviously, for Barcelona, obviously, you lose Suarez, Messi, Neymar, Griezmann, Rakitic as well. It's you that is true, in that a lot of both these clubs have lost a lot of great players. Barcelona scored in their 34 in the last 38 La Liga games in La Liga, and failing only against Atletico Madrid May 2021 during this period. So that's pretty good. So you can see right that Barcelona, at least when it comes to home games in La Liga, they generally do score. Following their 1-0 defeat against Espanyol Matchday 8, Real Madrid could suffer back-to-back defeats in La Liga for the first time since the final 2 match days of 2018-2019 season under Zinedine Zidane. That is incredible. I did not even know this, guys. That is amazing that Real Madrid could suffer back-to-back defeats in La Liga, guys. And of course, you guys know the stadium's going to be at the Camp Nou. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and go on to the form of both teams. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially the Barcelona, that attack is like completely new and now stuck with Luke de Jong. Yeah, there's a good chance. I don't think Luke de Jong is going to start tomorrow. At least I hope he doesn't, because if he does, Koeman, if you start Luke de Jong tomorrow, I'm going to be so mad. You better not start Luke de Jong. You better not start Luke de Jong. Okay? So let's go ahead and look into both teams' form this season so far. I have a lot of tabs open. And so obviously, guys, Barcelona currently right now in 8th right now in La Liga. Now, keep in mind, guys, that Barcelona have played 8 games, and so they haven't played 10 matches yet. So keep in mind that this is only early in the season and 15 points, and so they're still in touching distance of top 4. So top 4 is still reachable, and of course, Real Madrid, they're currently 3rd right now with 17 points. So they're actually looking pretty good as well, to be fair to them. 5 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. As for Barcelona, 4 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. And so 14 goals scored for Barcelona, 8 goals conceded, whereas Real Madrid, 22 goals scored and 10 goals conceded. So, yeah, guys, it's going to be quite interesting. So let's go ahead and look into Barcelona matches so far. If you can see, guys, in La Liga, Barcelona got a 3-1 win against Valencia. Crucial victory. Obviously losing 2-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano. 0-0 draw. 3-0 win against 0-0 draw against Cadiz. 3-0 win against Levante. 1-1 draw against Granada. And then 2-1 win against Getafe, 1-1 draw against Athletic Club, and 4-2 win against Sociedad. So you can see right there, when it comes to home matches, Barcelona have generally done their best, generally have won the match. There's only been, I think, 2 matches. One match in particular that Barcelona haven't won at home, which was against Granada. And other than that, Barcelona have been winning games at the Camp Nou, which is obviously great. Then obviously you look at Real Madrid, on the other hand. They have actually done pretty well as well. Obviously, they got a big, they lost 2-1 to Espanyol, got a 0-0 draw against Villarreal. They won against Mallorca 6-1. And then they also won against Valencia 2-1. They won against Celta Vigo 5-2, won against Real Betis 1-0 away, 3-3 draw against Levante, and 4-1 win against Alaves. So it's interesting here that Real Madrid are yet to win in the month of October, and so that's going to be interesting. So could they snap could they still continue on? Could they get a first win in October, And so for me, guys, what I've seen with Real Madrid so far is that their attack is looking great. Benzema is on the form of his life. Benzema is honestly one of the best players in the world right now. His stats are insane. I mean, you look at the stats he's pulling off this season. Let me just see what the stats are for him in particular. I think he's got like 11 goals, I want to say, or something. Let me see. Stats right here. Yeah, auction. 9 goals. 9 goals for Benzema this season, which is phenomenal. And he's got 7 assists. I mean, that's incredible. 9 goals and 7 assists this season is remarkable, guys. It is amazing stuff indeed for Karim Benzema here. And he's one of the best players in the world, arguably. In my opinion, he's definitely one of the top 3 best players in the world right now, just based on current form, And another player that's come into prominence is Vinicius Jr. We'll have a discussion about Vinicius Jr. because for me, guys, I've always rated Vinicius Jr. Guys. And to me, he's a very similar player that Barcelona do have, and that is Ousmane Dembele. And that both have such a raw pace. They're so dangerous. They're both so clinical. I mean, not clinical. I mean, they're both so dangerous, and they have that raw pace, and that they are so dangerous. Like when they're on the ball, they could cause a lot of issues. The problem with both of these players is that both of these players, our finishings has not been that great. However, Vinicius has improved significantly under the development of Carlo Ancelotti. Because for me, guys, Carlo Ancelotti is way better at developing players than Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane, for me, is really good at getting the best out of your experienced players. He's really good at getting the best out of your made already superstars, whereas Ancelotti can develop the young talents. You're seeing how Ancelotti's been able to get the best out of Vinicius. You're seeing how he's able to get the best out of Camavinga. And I just think that for me, guys, these are 2 crucial players for Real Madrid. And my biggest criticism with Real Madrid last season was that the workload on Benzema was too much. Benzema couldn't handle it. And that's the reason why Real Madrid weren't able to win any trophies last season, because of how much reliant they were on Benzema. And kind of similar to how Barca were reliant on Messi, you know. And I just think that what now Vinicius really promising and really flourishing, I think it's going to be interesting. Now, my question for Vinicius is this. Are you going to show up tomorrow? Because I remember the last El Clasico you played in, you were not great. You were not good in the first half of the El Clasico, if I'm not mistaken. Your finishing was pretty awful. And if you could get your finishing correct, you could cause a lot of havoc for the Barca defense, because we know that Barca defense is very, very vulnerable, guys. Very vulnerable indeed. And so Vinicius Jr., obviously one player to look out for Real Madrid. So now that we've talked about a bit about Real Madrid and, of course, Karim Benzema, another player that I also feel like we got to get mentioned to is Courtois. Courtois is having an amazing season, guys. He has done incredibly well. His clean sheets, his saves has been remarkable. And, guys, it seems like Courtois is honestly one of the best keepers in the world. And the thing about Courtois rates so highly about him is this 1v1. When you're getting a shot 1v1 against him, it's very difficult to beat Courtois 1v1. It's very, very difficult, guys. Courtois is such an amazing goalkeeper, and he has truly been consistent. So I've been really, really impressed with Courtois here. So, yeah, now that I give you guys some consensus on Real Madrid here, let's go look at their squad list that they have, and let's go ahead and look into that. So, right here, you can see the squad list that we have right here. So you can see goalkeepers. You have Courtois, Lunin, Luis Lopez. So for me, I think their starting keeper is going to be Courtois. I think he's going to start for them in this game. That's pretty obvious. And then you actually got Carvajal is actually back from injury, which I didn't think he would be back. So interesting that Carvajal is back. There you got Eder Militao, Alaba, Vallejo, and the Nacho Fernandez, Marcelo Ferland. So if I'm going to guess the Real Madrid's defense, I have a feeling that they might start. Obviously, we know Courtois is going to start. And then we're going to probably see Nacho Fernandez and Eder Militao. And then we'll probably see David Alaba play as a left back. And then we might see Carvajal get the start. We might see Carvajal get the starts here. So that's going to be interesting. So Carvajal could get the start at the right back position. And then for that midfield position, I think we're going to see, obviously, you got Cruz, Modric, Casemiro, Valverde, Lucas Vasquez, Camavinga, Blanco. I have a feeling that Ancelotti will probably do Cruz, Modric, Casemiro as the front traditional. Now, I will say this, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see Valverde start, because I remember Valverde against Barcelona in the last two Clásicos. He got a goal and an assist. So there is a good chance that Valverde could slot in. If he does start this game, I have a feeling he could replace Cruz or Modric. I think Casemiro will stay for sure, but I'm not really sure who Valverde is going to replace. So it's going to be either Cruz or Modric, in my opinion. Okay. Then as for that front three, for that attack, I think we got Hazard, Benzema, Asensio, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Mariano. I have a feeling that Ancelotti will start Benzema and Vinicius Jr. and maybe Asensio. Or maybe what we could see is Real Madrid do a 4-4-2. We could see Real Madrid do put Valverde in the midfield and then have like the front trio be like Benzema and Vinicius. I could honestly see that happening. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think Real Madrid will go to 4-4-2 or 4-3-3? Because in my opinion, guys, I don't know. This is a tough call to make, because maybe Ancelotti might do some tactical surprise here, and maybe he might put out a 4-3-3 and 4-4-2 here to catch Barcelona surprise. Because I remember Zinedine Zidane did something similar to this in the last El Clasico, and he tried the 4-1-4-1 formation, and it caused Barcelona issues because they were expecting a 4-3-3. So that's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. So I have a feeling that I think we could see I think it's going to either be a 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. I don't really think Ancelotti is going to do something different. I think it's going to be either the two formations. So yeah, 4-3-3. Yeah, 4-3-3 probably seems more likely, to be honest with you guys. I agree with that. I think it's probably more likely. Maybe he might go the 4-4-2. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just put it this way. But I think it's probably more realistic to 4-3-3. And then, yeah, Rodrigo. You think Rodrigo's going to start? Yeah, Rodrigo could start. I think Rodrigo does have a good chance to start. I just don't necessarily know, because I feel like Real Madrid used Rodrigo as more of like a super sub kind of option. Not necessarily. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's obvious Vinicius and Benzema is going to start, but I don't know about that last drops. And maybe Rodrigo, because to be fair, he's actually been on better form than Hazard and Asensio have been. So I think we're going to keep it with those three. So yeah, that's a squad list there. So I think we're going to see that, guys. So now with that Real Madrid squad list done, let's go ahead and look at the Barcelona team. Barcelona, here we go. This is the Barcelona team that I think the squad list that is here. I'm also going to show you I'm also going to give you guys my lineup, and then we'll also do the combined 11 as well. So for me, guys, I think it's pretty obvious. So you got Ter Stegen, Dest, PK, Sergio Busquets, Ricky. No, this is at the camp now. This is at the camp now. Dog out. Camp now. You got Sergio Busquets, Ricky Puig, Memphis Depay, Ansu Fati, Yusuf Demir. Then you got Neto, Coutinho, Longley, Luke De Jong, Jordi Alba, Kun Aguero, Sergio Roberto, Frankie De Jong, Oscar Mingueza, Umtiti, Eric Garcia, Iñaki Peña, Nico Gonzalez, Gavi, Alejandro Balde. So it's interesting there that Jordi Alba is still in the squad, even though there's a lot of reports stating that Jordi Alba is not going to be 100% fit. So let's go ahead and do the regular 11 for Barcelona. So I think we'll see goalkeeper Ter Stegen. I think is a pretty obvious one. Obviously, he's going to start. Hopefully, Ter Stegen can have a great game in this game because obviously we know how important he is for Barcelona. And yeah, so I'll say he needs to have a good game. And then for that back four, I feel like we're going to see PK start this game. Eric Garcia, I don't know. I don't know about Eric Garcia, man. I don't know. Because to be honest with you guys, he's been really sketchy. Eric Garcia, guys, I'm sorry to say this. I have not been impressed with Eric Garcia this season. He's been very, very bad. In the games he has played, he has not been great. He hasn't been great. But the thing is, I don't think Koeman's going to trust Mingueza. I don't think Koeman's going to trust Mingueza as a center back. I feel like Koeman sees Mingueza more of as a right back than as a center back for some reason. So I guess I'll say Eric Garcia starts, but I'm hoping I would rather see Mingueza start than him. Then for the left back position, I have a feeling that Koeman's going to start Jordi Alba. I just have this feeling that Koeman's going to start Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba will reportedly have some injections, and that he will basically take some injections for him to start this game because of how massive the game is. And so, yeah, I think Jordi Alba will start. And then for the right back position, it's going to be Sergio Roberto. There we go. So let's go ahead. And so some of you guys have some comments there. So Michael talks about Eric Garcia's trash. Wasn't good at City either. And then a Dog Out Football Channel. I have no idea why you got bought Eric Garcia. He looks dodgy for City. The thing about Eric Garcia is this, right? I still do think he's a decent player. We did get him for free. So keep in mind, guys, that we didn't pay for him whatsoever. We didn't pay for him. Well, at least the transfer fee. I mean, I know salaries we paid for him, but obviously, if you're looking at the transfer fee, we didn't pay for him. I still think Eric Garcia is a center back that could be good in the future as like a prospect, but at this current age right now, he isn't good enough. And it's really a shame because honestly, for me, guys, Ronaldo Araujo's absence will be definitely felt for Barca. And I think for me, guys, he is such a crucial piece for the Barca's defense. And unfortunately, it's just such a shame he picked up the injury in the international break. So yeah. Yeah, that's going to be sad. So I think for me, guys, I think we're going to see Sergio Roberto start this game. As much as I don't want Sergio Roberto to start, we're going to probably see him. Koeman just loves Sergio Roberto. Roberto and Koeman just have this. Roberto is just one of his favorite players, I think. And so that's why we're going to see him. Do I want to see him play? Absolutely no. I don't rate Roberto as a right back. If you have to play Roberto, play him as a midfielder because Roberto as a right back is just not good enough. We have seen already how bad Roberto has been for Barcelona when it comes to defensive. I mean, you look at the game against Benfica, for example, he wasn't tracking whatsoever. So, of course, Roberto will probably start this game. And, yeah. And as much as I would like Dest to start the right back position, I just don't think Dest will start the right back position because Koeman just loves the idea of playing him as a winger. I mean, you saw him play a winger as the last two games, so I don't see Dest. I don't think Dest will start the right back. And then for that midfield, guys, yeah, I agree. I agree with Michael talks about, but Roberto right back is just atrocious. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what he offers. He doesn't even do anything as a right back. He's basically useless as a right back. I mean, I don't even know what he offers as a right back. He's absolutely, yeah, Raul has been really impressive. Yeah, it's a shame that he's not going to be in this game. Because I think he could definitely be a great person for the back line. And then for the midfield, guys, it's going to be pretty obvious. It's going to be De Jong, Busquets, and probably Gavi. I think Gavi will start the game at the midfield position. Let me check something, though, because I want to see how many yellow cards has Gavi picked up. Yeah, because I think let me see. One yellow card, never mind. No, that's a lot. He might be. No, it's fine. It's fine. So Gavi, for me, I think it's 5 yellow cards to be suspended. So I don't think he's going to be suspended after this game. So, yeah, he has 3 right now, as you can see. So, yeah. So, never mind. I think we're good there. Let me get back to this, though. And then, obviously, for the front 3 guys, I think Koeman will do the 4-3-3. I have a feeling we're going to see Fati and Depay and Dest. I think that's going to be the front three we'll probably see in the game. And I just think that for me, that's what we're probably going to see in the game. So let me reiterate here, guys. So we're going to have Ter Stegen. I think we're going to see Jordi Alba, PK, Eric Garcia, Roberto, and then the midfield. I think we're going to see Gabby, Frankie De Jong, Busquets. And then for the front three, I think we're going to see Dest, and then Depay, and then Ansu Fati. I think that's going to be the front three we'll see. So that's it for the starting 11. Now we move on to the combined 11. This is where things should get interesting indeed. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at this. Now I'm going to make some adjustments to this team because, as I said, I didn't know this player actually got it. So let me go ahead and make some adjustments here. There we go. So now we got the combined 11 here. So let me go ahead and do the combined 11. So let's start from the goalkeeper, guys. I'm going to be explaining my pick. So let's start from the manager, guys. The manager I'm picking for this 11 is obviously Carlo Ancelotti. He is a better manager than Koeman. I don't even need to explain this, guys. It's a pretty obvious way. It's a pretty obvious. Koeman just doesn't have any match. It's just not good. Koeman's not good enough, guys. Koeman is not good enough. And of course, guys, if the two Everton managers are facing off each other. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me zoom in a bit. So yeah, sorry about that. Let me zoom in a bit. It's a bit too small. Is this better? I think this should be better. Let me make this 150. 150 is probably good. There we go. I think this is good. This is good. Okay. So Courtois for me is a better goalkeeper than Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen for me, I still think he's a great keeper. I still think he's a good keeper, but he's declined a lot. He's not been the same keeper as he used to be. I still think Courtois is massively improved. His 1v1s are amazing. And the thing I hate about Ter Stegen so often is that he's getting beaten as near post so often. Like Ter Stegen, it's so frequently happening. And I still do rate Ter Stegen. I still do think Ter Stegen is a great keeper, but he isn't a world-class keeper. He isn't amongst the top 10 best in the world. I may be like top 20 or top 30. Top 30 at the minimum. But yeah, for me, he isn't top 10. He isn't top 10. So yeah, I think Courtois for me is my goalkeeper here. And then for the left back, it's going to be David Alaba. David Alaba for me has been really good this season for Real Madrid. I know Jordi Alba has been a great fullback as well. I do like Jordi Alba a lot. It's just for me, David Alaba, man, he's been more impressive for me this season. Jordi Alba for me has been kind of iffy. I haven't really been that impressed with Jordi Alba this season. So for me, I'm going to go David Alaba here. But honestly, you could go Jordi Alba as well. And let me just say this right now, guys. Let me just say this right now. David Alaba for me is only really good as a left back. I don't think he's good as a center back or a CDM or any other position. He's only good as a left back. So yeah. Before actually, let me finish the starting 11, then I'll answer your guys' questions that you guys have. Just to be fair here, and then for the center backs, I'm going to go with Militao and PK. For me, Militao has been pretty solid for Real Madrid. I've been really impressed with him, and PK as well. You know, the leadership he has, his goal scoring ability as well has been pretty good recently for Barcelona, and I just feel like for me, if you have to include one from either team, I think that's the most fair. So PK and Militao. I know PK has still been a bit dodgy. I still think defensively he's not the best, but as I said, the options are pretty limited for both teams, the defensive aspect. So yeah. And then for the right back position, it's got to be Carvajal. Carvajal for me, when he's on form, guys, he is such a good right back. He is such a good right back. His attacking ability is amazing. His defensive work is great. And if Carvajal at his absolute best is amazing. And I still think he's a great fullback at his absolute peak. Okay, because right now, guys, this Carvajal is not the same as it used to be, guys. He's become a lot more injury prone, and I don't know what happened to Carvajal, guys. Then moving on to the CDM position, it's got to be Casemiro. Busquets for me in big games, he's just been really underwhelming. Busquets for Barcelona is such underwhelming. Now, if you're looking at the Busquets for Spain, then yes, I'll take Busquets over Casemiro. But if you're looking for club teams, Casemiro is superior. Casemiro is superior. Casemiro has been amazing in El Clasicos. Busquets has not really been that good in El Clasicos recently, and so Casemiro has to get into the starting 11. And then for me, for the midfield guys, it's got to be De Jong. De Jong's been really good for Barcelona. He's been one of the Barcelona's best players as far as attack is concerned. His industrious, his passing ability, everything about De Jong is just amazing, and I think he deserves to be in the starting 11. And then Camavinga as well, guys. He's been having a really good season off the bench, coming off the bench, scoring crucial goals, providing crucial assists. I think Camavinga has to be in the starting 11. I would maybe I do feel a bit harsh on Modric. I think Modric's had a good season as well, but as I said, I think Modric is a bit declining right now. He's not the same as he used to be. And then for the front three guys, it's got to be Fati, Benzema, and Vinicius. Now, I know people will be surprised that where's Depay. I still think Depay, guys, he's been kind of iffy. I haven't really been that impressed with Depay, if I'm being honest, in the month. Basically, ever since that international break in September, Depay has kind of gone downhill. He's not been the same. For me, he's been kind of iffy, so that's why I don't really think Depay can get in the starting 11. Now, if you do want to put Depay, you could put him in place for Vinicius, but I think Vinicius has to be in the starting 11. I know it's a bit odd for him to play in the right wing position because, usually Vinicius is more of a left winger than a right winger, but as I said, I want to get the best front three out there. So yeah, and at Benzema, of course, you have to put him in, and I think Ansu Fati for me, he is such a great breath of fresh air for Barcelona. I just think he is that amazing. So he has to be in the starting 11. So let me go ahead and answer some of your guys' questions. So Dog Out Football channel says, "Are you surprised Barca still have Koeman?" Yes, if I'm being honest, I didn't think Koeman would still stay this long, guys. I honestly thought, guys, when Koeman, guys, I'm being honest with you guys. When we lost 3-0 to Benfica, I thought that was his last game. Actually, the Atletico Madrid game. I thought that was his last game because international break was there, and I thought Koeman, they would give him enough time to sack him, but obviously we know what happened. Didn't happen, and Koeman is going to likely stay for the Koeman. Apparently, John Laporta has given him the confidence of him to stay, and so let's see, man, because this game right here, guys, it could potentially hamper Koeman's future. Because remember, guys, the only reason Koeman stayed is because he didn't have his full squad yet. He didn't have all the players that he needed. He didn't have Dembele. He didn't have Aguero. So that's the reason why he stayed on, is because of that. So, like I said, I still find it a bit sketchy in the whole Koeman thing. I still am Koeman out, by the way, guys. I've been Koeman out for a long time now, guys. I've been Koeman out ever since La Liga last season, guys. Ever since that Granada game at the Camp Nou, I've been Koeman out for a long time. I've been Koeman out for a very long time, guys, and I have not liked Koeman whatsoever ever since that Granada game, which I believe was in May, I want to say. I think so. Yeah, Granada game at the Camp Nou where we lost 2-1, I believe. So Michael Talks Football says, you want Xavi as the next manager? That's a good question. It's a tough situation for Barcelona because the thing about Xavi is this. I do rate Xavi as a player. I think Xavi as a player has been an amazing player indeed. But as far as his managerial careers wise, I'm still skeptical. I still think he needs to be proven more in Europe. I want to see him coach like a European team, like sort of like an Ajax or a Dortmund, and see where he's really at. Because I'm being honest with you guys, Qatar and Spain is completely different. I'm sorry, guys. This football in Spain is a lot more higher quality than it is in Qatar. And so that's why I don't really know if I want Xavi here. Personally, I want Xavi as the B team manager, and then over several years, then become the first team manager. But I've heard reports saying that Xavi does not want to become the B team manager. He wants to be the manager right now. And so, as I said, my biggest concern with Xavi is a lack of experience. And for me, this reminds me of a lot of like Andrea Pirlo, and it reminds me of Frank Lampard's situation in Juventus and Chelsea. And I really don't want Barcelona to sack him like that. So it's a tough situation, man. It's a tough situation. So personally, I would take Xavi over Koeman just because of how crap Koeman's been. But would he be my first ideal choice? No, he wouldn't be my first ideal choice. My ideal choice would be Erik ten Hag. This is the guy that I want to coach Barcelona. This is the guy that I want to coach Barcelona, and I think he could do a really good job there. Because you see what he's been doing at Ajax so far. The players he's developed there, and you see how beautiful football Ajax is playing. And I feel like Ajax and Barcelona, a very similar brand as well. So I would like to see that. So for me, Erik ten Hag would be my first choice. So Michael Talks Football says it would be awesome to see Aguero score against Real Madrid. Yeah, that would be amazing. On his debut, his first goal for Barcelona is against Real Madrid. That would be insane. That would be insane, guys. I would love to see it, guys. I would love to see it, guys. I would love to see it, guys. That would be phenomenal, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think HKR says Xavi assistant Enrique in Spanish national team or next season as Ten Hag's assistant. Yeah, that would be a nice idea as well. So I just want Xavi to be experienced. I don't want Xavi to directly come from Qatar to Al Sadd to Barcelona. I think that's a bit of a too big of a jump there. So with that said, guys, we're now going to move on to the statistics here about teams. You can see right here, guys, the last 10 meetings. Let's go ahead and look at this right here. So the last 10 meetings, let me zoom this in. It's a bit too small, I reckon. Yeah, let me look at this. So Barcelona have actually all-time record in La Liga. 72 wins for Barcelona, 75 wins for Real Madrid, 35 draws. Barcelona scored 290 goals, and Real Madrid scored 293 goals as well. Home record in La Liga is Barcelona's got 50 wins, Real Madrid with 21 wins and 20 draws. 179 goals for Barcelona and 104 goals for Real Madrid. The current head-to-head record between the two coaches are as follows. Koeman he's played against Real Madrid three times. He's got 1 W and 2 losses. And his record against Carlo Ancelotti has actually been 1 draw and 3 losses. As for Carlo Ancelotti himself, his record against Barcelona has been 3 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses. And his record against Ronald Koeman has been 3 wins and 1 draw. And the most valuable player for Barcelona is Ron Koeman. It is Frankie de Jong, 99 million, and Casemiro is the most valuable player for Real Madrid, 77 million. Of course, you look at the top fixture goal scorer. Lionel Messi with 26 goals, Cristiano Ronaldo with 18 goals, then Alfredo Di Stefano with 16, Raul with 15, and Franz Puskas with 12. And then obviously, guys, the last 10 meetings of the two teams, Real Madrid played out against Barcelona, where they won 2-1. At the Bernabeu. Barcelona then lost to Real Madrid Camp Nou 3-1. Real Madrid won 2-0 against Barcelona. Barcelona and Real Madrid played out to 0-0 draw. The Real Madrid won. Barcelona won 1-0 against Real Madrid away. Real Madrid then won. Barcelona won 3-0 on this Copa del Rey game, and the Barcelona drew it against Real Madrid 1-1. Barcelona then won 5-1 against Real Madrid. Barcelona then drew 2-2 at the Camp Nou, and then Barcelona won 3-0 against Real Madrid on the road. So you can see right here, guys, that it's been really, really interesting there. You can see right there Barcelona picked up 4 wins against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid have picked up 3 wins against Barcelona, 3 have ended the draw. So Barcelona do have the slight advantage in the last 10 meetings, but as we all know, guys, head-to-head doesn't really matter here, and that it's about how each teams perform on the day here. So that's going to be quite interesting to see there. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and move on to my prediction. My prediction for this match, guys. My prediction for this match. It's a tough game to predict. It's a tough game to predict, guys, because right now, guys, Barcelona are coming into this game with a lot of pressure indeed. Koeman's future is uncertain, and there's a lot of uncertainty with this team. As I said, the fans will be back in the stadium. We'll have 100% capacity. But who knows how much of the fans will attend, because I've heard reports in that the Kiev game and the Valencia game, only around 40% attended the match, which is really sad because we need everyone to attend, especially for the Clasico. And we need around 70% at least. And so it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. The capacity of the fans, let's see how many fans will attend for Barcelona. I'm hoping that we can at least get 70%, as I said. And, as I said before, guys, it would be nice to have more fan support than Real Madrid. But I have to say that Real Madrid are probably going to win the match. Real Madrid, guys, I think they're going to win the match. They have been looking better than Barcelona. Right now, so the kickoff. Let me do my prediction. I'll tell you guys the kickoff. So my prediction, guys, I think Real Madrid wins. I think Real Madrid simply wins this match, guys. They are the better team than Barcelona. Barcelona is so disjointed. There is a lot of problems with Barcelona on the field, off the field. And I just feel like for me, even though Real Madrid, they haven't been that impressive as well. To be fair, their defense hasn't really been that great, to be honest with you. Just like Barcelona, although I do think their defense is obviously better, their attack is looking great. Benzema, Vinicius, you give them space in the room, I think they're going to cause havoc for Barcelona. And I can see this being very ugly. I could see this being very ugly for Barcelona here. But at the same time, I do think Barcelona may play better than people would expect. Because I think right now, guys, the expectation is that Real Madrid will win this game convincingly, when we all know that in a big game, it usually is really level. There's usually not a huge stark of a difference. So right now, guys, I have to say that I'm going to have to fancy Real Madrid here. And I'm going to have to agree with Dog Out, the football channel. And I'm going to have to say Real Madrid wins 3-1 against Barcelona, just like last season, El Clasico. But this time, though, it won't be as controversial as that El Clasico was. And this time, I think will be fair and square. There won't be any controversy. There won't be any controversial pens. At least I hope so. And I think we're going to see Benzema get a goal. I think we're going to see Vinicius score a goal. And I have a feeling that Benzema or Vinicius could get a brace. If I had to put my money on the finger, I'm going to have to say Vinicius gets a brace. I think Vinicius gets a brace against Barcelona, guys. And for Barcelona, guys, I'm going to have to go with Ansu Fati. He's the only one that I have faith as far as scoring goals. The rest of the team, I don't even know if they could score a goal or not. I don't really know. I don't really know, to be honest with you guys. I don't know whatsoever. And yeah, as I said, I think it's going to be quite interesting. So, and as I said before, guys, Barcelona is a team that have looked good. It's weird that this Barcelona team has been so inconsistent, because I look at the game against Valencia. We looked so good against Valencia. Then against Dynamo Kiev, we were average. I mean, I don't know what's up. It's like we could do these world-class performances against these teams, and then the next game we play so crap. It's like, I don't know what type of Barcelona we'll see, guys. I don't know what type of Barcelona we'll see. Because if we see a Barcelona that is like the Valencia game, I think this game could be a draw. But if we see the Barcelona we saw against Kiev or against like Atletico Madrid, then Real Madrid could win this. So it's really tough to predict, guys, because as I said, Barcelona is a very sketchy team. They have been looking good at sometimes and been looking bad. And to be fair, Real Madrid has also been kind of similar to Barcelona, and that they haven't really been that great. I mean, you look at the fact that the just a week before international break started, they lost to Sheriff at home. They lost to Espanyol. So Real Madrid haven't really been that impressive either. People need to remember, guys, that this Real Madrid team isn't that great. Okay, it's still better than Barcelona, I will say, but it's not that amazing, guys. It's not like a world-class Real Madrid. This team is still in decline. There is still a lot of players they have to fix in this team. The defense Real Madrid has not really been that great, and Barcelona the same as well. So, as I said, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens, though. Quite interesting. And as I said, it's going to be really fascinating to see what happens. Of course, guys, I'm hoping that Barcelona do at least a magical favor and win this match, because we all know that Koeman has a trash record in big games. I think the only big game Koeman has won has been against Juventus, and that wasn't even a full-strength Juventus team. That was a very hapless Juventus team that didn't have Cristiano Ronaldo. I think they didn't have De Ligt. They didn't have so many other players I could remember. And so, yeah, guys, let's go ahead and look into the time. So, of course, guys, the match will begin at October 24th at 2021. It's going to be at 10:15 a.m. Eastern time, my time. And as far as the UK is concerned, I think it'll be at 3:15. I think the local time is 9 p.m. Spain. Not 9 p.m. Spain, sorry. That's going to be like 3:15, I would imagine. So, it's going to be a pretty early kickoff for me, guys. It's going to be a pretty early kickoff. So, of course, guys, I am going to be watching this game with close attention indeed. And so, yeah, guys, this will be quite interesting, guys. So, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, guys. Guys, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens, because as I said before, guys, it's going to be really fascinating. So that's it for today, guys. So I want you guys to comment down below any other thoughts you have, guys. I will do like a quick, brief Q&A session, guys, and then I think we're going to wrap it up here. So we're around 37 minutes here. So you guys have any final questions, let me know. I'll be ending the stream soon, around 20 minutes from now. So it gives you guys a good amount of time for the Q&A stuff. Please ask questions specifically pertaining to this match, by the way. So don't ask like about the other stuff, because I really only want to discuss, because this video should only really be about this match more than anything else. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on to some of your guys' questions. So if you guys have any questions regarding to this match, let me know. Yeah, let me get my banners ready as well. Yeah, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate it a lot. Where do you expect the game to be won and lost? That's a good question. For me, guys, I think the thing about this game is that I feel like the problem with the Real Madrid, I just feel like for me, guys, Real Madrid's pace, I feel like the Barca's defense is where the game's gonna be lost for Barca. I feel like the defense, the fullbacks in particular, because I know that Alba and Roberto aren't really good defensively, and I could see Real Madrid really getting a lot of their attacks through the flanks, and I could see them providing crosses into the box, and I can see them being dangerous on the counter attacks. Because I feel like this is a game where Barcelona have most of the possession, and I just feel like Real Madrid's counterattacks will be so dangerous and so fast, and that it's going to be difficult for Barcelona to break them down because how fast they are. And when Barcelona loses the ball in transition, I could see Real Madrid burning down that pace with like a Carvajal, Valverde, Cruz, Modric, finding those through balls, open up the space of Barcelona. I just feel like Barca's defense will just be the biggest issue for Barcelona. And I feel like that attack for Real Madrid, they just have to be defensively solid. If they can find the space and make those interceptions, that I think the games will be lost for Barcelona is really in the transitions. I just think that Barcelona's when it comes to Barcelona losing the ball, and the pressing, all that, when Barcelona loses the ball, they're very helpless. It's very dangerous, and usually Real Madrid do very well. And so I think the thing for Barcelona is this: the way to beat Real Madrid is by having the pace fast counter attack. I feel like Barca will also kind of need to do the same thing too as well, because it's kind of difficult to say because I'm not really sure how Real Madrid is going to approach this game, because I don't know if they're going to go with the 4-3-3 or the 4-4-2, because I still have the feeling that Ancelotti might do something tactical surprise here. And I feel like Real Madrid, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like it's difficult for me to really see how Barca could win this game, because I feel like we're gonna need to like somehow like get through that pressing. Like if we could do our pressing very well and win the ball back, then maybe I could see. I don't know. I just feel like for me, Real Madrid tactically are more structured than Barcelona. Because I said before, guys, this Barcelona team, guys, there is no cohesion. There is no strategy for this Barcelona team. This Barcelona team has just been individuals that have been bailing us out, guys. It's been individuals. I haven't really seen a great team performance this season for Barcelona as a collective team. Like when a team, I mean like everyone is contributing very well. Like everyone is doing the best. Everyone. It's not like there's an actual team, because that game against Valencia, if you really think about it, it was really Barca's attack that was really the main piece there. The midfield wasn't really that great. In the midfield, the defense was a bit sketchy, and you saw how Valencia were able to dominate Barcelona for a lot of the second half. And it wasn't really, if it wasn't down to Ter Stegen, we probably would have lost that. We probably would have drawn that match or lost that match very well. So, as I said before, guys, I'm an objective fan. I'm an objective fan here. I'm gonna come out here and tell the truth, guys. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, guys. I really do believe, guys, that it's going to be difficult for Barcelona in this match. And so, as I said, it's going to be quite interesting, though, because as I said, I do think Barcelona will not do as bad as people are judging Barcelona to be, but I don't think Barcelona will win the game. I think that's going to not happen. I think this game will be. I think this game will remain level for most. I think this game will remain competitive. I don't think Real Madrid will destroy Barcelona. Like, I don't see Real Madrid scoring 3 or 4 goals within the space of 20 minutes. I think it's going to be kind of spread out, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's a good question, Dugout Football Channel. So of course, guys, I'm gonna let me see if I can get some other people to join by as well. So yeah, thank you for the question, Dugout Football Channel. So you guys got any other questions? Any other questions, indeed? So what? Let me. What do you guys think? How do you guys think Barca can beat Real Madrid? What do you guys think? You guys have any ideas? All right, guys. So let's see. We got around 43 minutes, around 17 more minutes to go, guys. Oh, yeah, guys. Do you guys agree with my combined 11? Do you guys agree with my combined 11? All right, so you guys got any other thoughts? We got around like less than 15 minutes left. All right, guys. I think I might end the stream early, guys, because as I said, there's like, you guys are there's seemingly not much interest, so I might end the stream. Like, if you don't get any other thoughts with the next 5 minutes, I might just end the stream early, guys. So just be aware of that, guys. So we're at 5 more minutes, guys. If you guys don't ask anything, then I'm gonna end the stream now, guys. So. Hello, Well City. Thank you for joining by. Atletico Madrid. Nice profile picture as well. Ja Felix. So you got any thoughts on El Clasico? You got anything to say? Any thoughts real quick? I know your team is not really involved in this, but you got anything to say about this? Oh, this is a good question. Are you happy Pedri signed a new deal? That's a good question. I am definitely very happy. I'm happy to see Pedri sign a new deal. I think for me, he is one of Barcelona's best young rising prospects, and I think he's definitely one to look out for the future. His work rate, his commitment to the club, to the 2026, I believe, is his new deal. And $1 billion release clause is incredible, guys. And some people are probably wondering, why is the release clause so high? The reason why is because La Liga has this thing where every player has to have a release clause, which I find very stupid. I don't know why they do that, but anyhow. And because they have a release clause, why not just make it so high that nobody's going to pay? Nobody's going to pay. I don't even think Newcastle is going to pay 1 billion. I mean, why would you pay 1 billion just for one player? I mean, that's just not really worth it. I mean, unless it's like the player is like the next big thing, then maybe, but still, I mean, 1 billion for one player is a joke. So it's the reason why he signed that big deal was because the release clause is so high is because they don't want to lose him. It's so valuable. They don't want to lose Pedri. So that's the reason why the release clause is so high, guys. And the same goes for Ansu Fati as well. His release clause is $1 billion as well. I don't think they're going to have any other players have a 1 billion release clause. Maybe we might see Ronaldo Araujo get one, but other than these three, I don't think there's going to be anyone else. So yeah, well, Zeddy, I'm thinking that's good to see. Makes you not to rush your thinking, but I'm going to be ending the stream soon, around 12 minutes from now. So just be aware. So how many subscribers are at? We're at right now, I believe, at 390 subscribers. So that's good. Wow, 8 likes on this video, guys. That's amazing. That's amazing. Do you think there's any chance Barcelona can get a result out of this? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, of course, there's always a chance. There's always a chance in football. You can never say never. I mean, as I said, upsets can happen. We've already known. Real Madrid, of course, they lost to Espanyol Sheriff. I don't think those teams were expected to beat Real Madrid. So, as I said, there is a chance. There's always a chance in football. Will it happen though? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It depends on what team. It depends how Barcelona approach the game tomorrow. Like if I see like a very passionate, very energetic Barcelona, very hungry, very enthusiastic, then yes. But if I see like a Barcelona that been like kind of like been inconsistent, very messy, not been great for most of the season, then Probably no. So as I said, it's difficult to really say. It's difficult to say. So of course, if I'm being biased, I would say yes. But if I'm being objective, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. And I want to give you guys my objective point of view. I want to provide with you guys the truth and honesty to this channel, guys. I want this to be. I want you guys to. I don't want to. I want this. I want you guys to not be. I want to be objective here, guys, because as I said before, guys, we have to be realistic here. At the end of the day, guys, football is about realism. We can't be biased here, because if I was biased, guys, then there would be no point to this channel. I would just basically predict all the time Barcelona wins. I'd be so, you know, I want to be objective here. I want to be objective. Okay. So yeah, there's a good question. And then Dog out Barcelona. Can Barca get out of the groups in the CL? Yeah, absolutely, guys. I think Barcelona still have a chance to get the round of 16, as I said. But that game against Benfica is going to basically determine everything. If Barcelona wins against Benfica, they're basically through to the round of 16. And of course, I'm making the assumption that they beat Kiev. But if Barcelona draws to Kiev, draws to Benfica, and let's say beat Kiev, then we're going to have to play for a draw against Bayern Munich. So I still think the odds are pretty good for Barcelona to get out of the group, because as I said, I don't think Benfica can get anything against Bayern, and Benfica have to beat Kiev on the final match day. So as I said, it's all about that Benfica-Barcelona game. You know, it doesn't even matter what goal. It doesn't even matter about the head-to-head at that point, because if Barcelona just beat Benfica, Barcelona would be on 9 points, and then Benfica would be on 7 at the very most, and then Bayern would be on 18, and then Kiev would be on 1 point. So, as I said, that game against Kiev and Benfica are basically 2 must-win games. Okay, so HKR asks, who do you want to be your front 3? So I already did my lineup here. My ideal front 3 with available players we have, I would go with Ansu Fati. I would actually go with, that's a good question. I would actually go with Aguero, Depay, and Fati. That would actually be my ideal front 3. That's the front 3 I want to see happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to see Fati, Depay, and Dest. But I would love to see Aguero be the striker and Depay be the left wing and Fati be as a right winger. I know Fati as a right winger is a bit strange, but I feel like Fati can play well as a left winger and as a striker and as a right winger. So, as I said, that would be my ideal front 3. Ideal front 3. Well, Ziddy, Athletic Manager asks, also, what formation would you go for? My personal formation would be the 4-3-3. The 4-3-3 is my formation. I want to go for that. I always like the 4-3-3. I just think that's the best team we have. And as I said, I don't really think that any other formations really suit Barcelona. You know, as I said, like maybe perhaps a 4-2-3-1 we could go with. I wouldn't be that mad with, but personally, I want to go with the 4-3. I always want to go with the 4-3. So HKR says same. I want to see that front 3. Yeah, I want to see that too. That I think will be a great front 3. Aguero, Depay, and Fati. Because the thing about Depay is this. Depay has been more of a creator than a goal scorer. And I think for this team, Depay needs to be more of a goal scorer than a creator. Creator for me, we already have Fati. We already have some other players that could do the creator position. Depay needs to be that goal scorer because this team doesn't have an out and out center forward, which is a problematic part about this team. Okay, imagine Luke De Jong starts. If Luke De Jong starts, guys, Koeman, you have to Koeman. If Luke De Jong starts, I'd rather play with 10 men than Luke De Jong starting. I mean, that's just how bad Luke De Jong is. Luke De Jong is so bad. Now, imagine he actually scores in this game. Imagine he actually starts this game and scores this game. Then I might have to forgive him. But Luke De Jong, man, no, please don't start this game. Please don't. I don't even know why he's in the squad list. I would actually terminate his contract right now if I could. If I was Koeman, I would terminate his contract, actually. Because I'd rather play with 10 men. I'd rather play PK as a striker than Luke De Jong. I mean, that's just how bad it is. That you can play PK as a striker. I mean, that's just sad, man. And fun fact for you guys, PK has actually scored the most goals out of Barcelona out of this entire team. That is very sad that PK, one of our club legends, has scored the most goals for Barcelona of this current Barcelona team. That is very, very tragic indeed. Tragic. Oh, man. I don't know what to say about that. So, you guys, I think you guys have been enjoying the match preview. As I said, it would have been nice if I had a Real Madrid fan, but unfortunately, guys, I don't have any Real Madrid fans that are currently available right now. So, you know, as I said, it's going to be quite interesting here. So, as I said, I do appreciate you guys' support, 55 minutes into the stream, as I said, I do appreciate that. So, I'm thinking that the Q&A, guys, I'm thinking about doing it on a Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday will probably be the Q&A or Monday. I'm thinking more on a Tuesday just because. And oh, by the way, I need to make a poll. Let me make a poll real quick, guys. Let me make a poll. I should have done that already. So which team wins? I should have done that already, man. Let me just do that real quick. Let me do the poll here. Okay, there. The poll is out there for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. If you guys can see, let me know. Because the poll should be out. So, can you guys see? And I probably won't end this poll. I probably won't end. The poll will probably end tomorrow, guys. So, make sure you guys vote on the poll if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. So, you guys have been voting for Real Madrid, as I predict as well. 2 votes for Real Madrid, 3 now Real Madrid. Oh. And this is a nice thing about us being realistic. Because if we're being realistic, we have very little chance to get disappointed. You know, we won't be as disappointed because if we be so biased, we'll be super bad disappointed. And so that's why, guys, I've learned to realize that I keep my expectations low for this team because I know this team, Barcelona, isn't that great as it used to be. So yeah, Madrid win, but I hope for a draw. You know, obviously, I'm hoping for a Barca win, but yeah, obviously, if you're Atletico Madrid, you would hope for a draw. The draw is probably the best result for you at this point. Or actually, would you take a Barcelona win? You would take. I think a Barcelona win would. Well, actually, no. You would take a draw. Yeah, draw. Being underdogs is not a bad thing. I would know. Yeah, that's true. Being underdogs is true because, as I said, Barcelona is definitely the underdogs in this match. Because being the underdogs, there isn't that much pressure. There isn't really that much pressure. Whereas if you're being the top dog, it's really embarrassing if you lose, right? So, as I said, Real Madrid, they ought to be ashamed of themselves if they lose this match tomorrow, by the way. They should be ashamed. If Real Madrid do not win this match, even if they draw this match, Real Madrid should be ashamed of themselves because this is a team, Barcelona team, that they should beat. Quite comfortably speak. Maybe not comfortably, but they should beat. When you win as underdog, it's the best feeling. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. That's what I love about football. That's why I always root for underdogs in the football, guys. That's always why I root for underdogs. Because underdogs, man, it's so amazing. It's so amazing, guys, that when you win as the underdog, you really rub it in because you're like not expected to win. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, HKR says, I have a feeling Benzema will score 1, Vinicius 2, but I hope Fati scores. Yeah, I hope Fati scores as well. If Fati can score in this El Clasico, guys, that'd be amazing because you remember, guys, he scored in the El Clasico last year as well during the October month. So yeah. That would be really, really nice. So yeah, thank you guys for voting in the poll. So I've seen we got 3 votes here on the poll, which is nice. I would like to have a 10 votes would be really nice. I mean, that might be a bit of a stretch, but we'll see, guys. We'll see. So as I said, that's quite nice. So of course, guys, we're almost going to end the stream soon in a minute and 30 seconds. So guys, I will be here just about for 5 extra minutes, but I'm not going to spend too much more time because, guys, you guys know I have a very busy life. I got other stuff to do, guys, and I just got back home from a social gathering. So you know, as I said, I need some time to recoup, and I just got back from the event. So yeah, thank you, LZD, for saying like the video, guys. Thank you guys for make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new already. And of course, guys, make sure you guys check out me and my other platforms listed in the description below. I know this video doesn't have the links that I usually have, but I will be putting that later when the stream is done. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. And so yeah, you upload so much, you deserve more subscribers. Thank you, man. It's a difficult, man. I mean, YouTube, man, is such a difficult life because the thing about YouTube is this. I look at YouTube for more as an entertainment purpose, not necessarily from a business standpoint. Because if I'm looking from a business standpoint, this is really sad. I upload so much and I don't get that much subscribers. But at the end of the day, guys, what I love most about YouTube is the community here, guys. The community is so nice to see, guys. And that's what I love about people having my chat. And that's why I always try to get people to join my chat because it is such a great feeling. That even if just one person joins, it makes me feel so much better. Okay. I'd rather have one person join than have 0. 0 is the worst thing ever because it feels so weird, emptiness, awkwardness. And even though my channel is small, I do understand that one person is a huge one of you guys could change this entire thing. And yeah, and as well. So remember, guys, the community is the most important thing right here. The money isn't important. In fact, I can't even get money right now. I can't even get money right now, guys. I need 1,000 subscribers to that happen. And guys, as I said, YouTube, man, the community is the most important thing. The reason why I made this channel, guys, is for you guys. It's for you guys. And it's also for me as well, to show my passion for the sport, to show the love of the sport, guys. Because as I said, because I'm into football so much. Football is such a great sport, guys. And it wouldn't be the same without you guys. Like, if you guys didn't show this enough support, guys, I probably would have quit this channel. I probably wouldn't have even started this channel in the beginning. And so it is greatly appreciated you guys have continued to support. And so, yeah, I really do appreciate you guys support. And so, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video and subscribing. So I do see that someone did vote Real Madrid, Barcelona to win this game, which I find very interesting. Very interesting indeed that someone actually predicted Barcelona to win the match. So if you did predict, I hope you're being objective here and not being biased here, because that would be really, really nice indeed. So, yeah, let me see what else. All right, so as I said, we got around three people here. So we're around like 1 hour, 1 minute in. So as I said, I want to get like around 10 votes before the stream ends. So we're around, I got 4 votes. So as I said, I will make sure you guys vote if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, so we're about to end the stream soon, guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys like this video. Yeah, Real Madrid better not lose, guys. I mean, even as a Barcelona fan, they should win this game. I mean, I would be surprised if they don't win this game. And if they don't win this game, guys, well, Ziddy, you have the right to clown them. We have the right to make fun of them, because they honestly should win this game, because Atletico Madrid beat us. And so why not Real Madrid? And I would say Real Madrid have been the best team so far in La Liga. So if they don't win this match, man, we got some issues. They got some issues here. They better not lose, or else, yeah, it's going to look rough on Real Madrid if they don't win this game, because obviously Carlo Ancelotti is a pure man. And by the way, guys, I'm not trying to be pessimistic on Barcelona, just so you guys know. It's just that I'm trying to be realistic here, guys, because I know for a fact that this Barcelona team is not as good as it used to be. Okay, so don't act as if that I'm just a Barcelona hater, that I don't have passion for the team. I don't have confidence. Of course, I still do have hope. I do have hope. But there's a difference between hope and confidence. There's a hope and confidence for the reality here. Because as I said before, guys, the reality is that this Barcelona team is declining. This Barcelona team is not as good as it used to be, okay? And so, yes, I understand that I'm being more negative than I would usual. And trust me, guys, I want to be positive here, and I want to have fun here. But at the end of the day, guys, I have to look at this from an objective point of view, okay? Because as I said before, guys, Barcelona is struggling. They're struggling big time. We have seen that already this season, and this season has not been a great season for Barcelona. So what right now, my minimum expectation for Barcelona is this. In that El Clasico, guys, I want Barcelona to be competitive. And I want Barcelona to show that, hey, they can at least go toe-to-toe with Real Madrid, that they can at least be in somewhat equal shape with Real Madrid. Even if they lose the match, I wouldn't necessarily be that upset. I just want to see some intent. I just want to see Barcelona go out there and shows to the people that, hey, this is still Barcelona, and that they still could maybe win this match. As I said, for me, guys, it's just about being competitive. And as I said before, guys, we have to get used to this. A lot of teams are going to banter us. A lot of teams are going to batter us. A lot of teams are also going to make fun of us. And we just have to accept the reality. We just have to accept the reality, and that when we're back at the best, no team can make fun of Barcelona. When we are our absolute best, no team can make fun of Barcelona. And I still do believe that eventually one day Barcelona will become the best team in the world within like 5 to 10 years from now. Okay, it's going to happen, guys. It takes time. Every team has downs and ups. That is something that everyone needs to understand, and that every team has a decline. Every team has an upward trajectory and also a downward trajectory as well. That's just part of life, and that's part of football as well. So, yeah. Well, Ziddy says, Atleti play tomorrow, hoping for a Felix goal. I just hope Atleti wins tomorrow, honestly, guys, because, as I said, you guys are pretty much the only hopes to stop Real Madrid from winning La Liga, because, as I said, because obviously I know Barcelona will have very little chance. And so, of course, I'm hoping that Atletico Madrid beats every other team to win La Liga. Because, as I said before, guys, you guys are pretty much the only hope for Real Madrid to stop Real Madrid from winning. And so, of course, hopefully they could do their job, and we can do our job and prevent Real Madrid from winning as well. So, as I said, I think we're about to end of the stream right now, guys. Thank you guys for watching the stream, guys. Right now we got 4 votes in, so I think that's fine. Around like 2 people are watching, so I think that's decent. I should have put the poll a lot earlier, which I did forget. So make sure you guys vote on the poll if you haven't already. And that's it for today, guys. So I think we're going to wrap this video up soon, guys. So make sure you guys comment, subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys check on me, my platforms, and listen to the description below. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys join me in the Discord server. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And so that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.